Guy down in black dark. Black shit.
Ready?
This jury service has come just at the right time, because it's a big decision, Charles, signing on the dotted line.
It's no secret you were once very much in love. It's one of the reasons we were so keen to have you, you know, someone who had experience of life. But equally, it's why we're so concerned that you make the right decision. Now, the rector is keen that you go, you know, take this time and find resolution in this matter. Then either recommit yourself and take your vows, or
don't come back at all.
Oh, that's not what he said.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Sorry. Sorry.
Take it easy, mate.
Did he find it?
Yeah. Sit down, son.
I'm sorry, boy. Didn't know who else to call. You know, Pauline at the clinic, she gave me a number.
That's all right. You did the right thing. A full house for the young man, Maria. Had the double and a nice cup of tea. So, you all right?
Yeah, just a little.
First day out, eh? Raw as a peeled onion. You'll be all right, son. God didn't save you from drowning just so he could bury you to death on the beach, you know. So, what's the problem?
I got home last night to find this. It's a court summons for jury service. So I must have missed the date to withdraw because I was in the clinic when it came.
Why do you want to withdraw?
Well, they said in the early days you should avoid stressful situations.
Nobody's died, have they?
No.
You're not getting divorced, are you? Or buying a house?
No.
Those are stressful situations. This is jury service. It's a piece of piss, man.
What? You don't think I should do it, do you?
Of course you should do it. You're sober, aren't you?
Yeah.
A productive member of society.
Right.
Next question.
Gosh, a suit.
Yes?
Not just any suit. The best suit.
Yes. I thought it'd help me get picked.
You've been picked.
No, I've been summoned. They still have to pick me. It explains in there. This way, they'll look at me and hopefully see someone who's respectable, honest, someone who's made a special effort, who takes his responsibility seriously, sees it for the honour that it is.
What, being a juror?
Sure. To stand in judgment over someone's destiny, justice in your hands, isn't that special? To do your citizen's duty.
I thought it might be 2 weeks not having to think about selling pensions.
Not often someone of my generation gets a chance to do something for his country. It makes me feel... important.
Oh. Well, if you're so keen, then I'd change.
What?
Well, isn't it the defence that gets to choose which jurors stay or go?
Yes. Is it?
Yeah. So the defence want people who look like they'll acquit, right? Right now, you look like a pillar of the establishment, an authoritarian. They'd be more likely to choose a beach bum, a liberal, someone who forgives. I'll be downstairs.
Today, the schoolboy accused of murdering his 15-year-old classmate, John Mayer. Police have admitted extra resources have been made available.
Here we are, door to door. I bet you've been looking forward to this, haven't you?
Well, something different, innit? Nice to get out.
All my life I've wanted to do jury service, do my citizen's duty. Finally the summons comes through the door. Who's it for? LeBron Davis. Looks like it's going to be a big one. I bet you get that. I bet you get a big, fat, juicy murder trial.
I doubt it.
What if you do? What if it goes on for months?
It won't.
What if you get involved in some long-running trial? Eh? How am I going to cope?
You'll be fine. See you later.
Yeah. What's that?
Just some dry cleaning.
Do you want me to pick you up?
No, I'll make my own way back.
So beautiful.
Come on, Len.
I love you. You know that.
I'll see you later.
What, the temperature? Oh, Sandy, I'm just going into the court right now. Well, no, I understand. If you're sick, you're sick. The last thing we want is Joy coming down with something. Listen, can you hang on till lunchtime? I'll make a few calls.
I'm sorry, madam, but murders are prohibited in this.
Sorry, I've got to go.
Come on, nice shoplifting trial over and done with by lunchtime.
Elsie Beamish. Elsie Beamish.
Yes.
Jeremy Crawford.
Yes.
Jessica Garland.
keys and small metal objects, please, sir, in here. Yes, that's right. Thank you. Sir, up there on the left.
Warren Murray.
Yeah.
Jonathan Dunn. Jonathan Dunn. Jonathan Dunn?
Yeah.
I swear by Almighty God
that I will faithfully try the defendant
and give a true verdict according to the evidence.
The particulars of the offence are that on the 15th of May, the prisoner, Devinder Singh, went to Manning Heath and there killed his fellow pupil, John Mayer. The defendant is charged with murder. He has pleaded not guilty.
Any further disturbance in the public gallery will be cleared.
Jesus.
Oh, God.
Mr. Lewis.
Thank you, my lord. Members of the jury, I appear on behalf of the Crown with my junior, Miss Blake. The defendant is represented by my learned friend, Mr. Cording, and his junior, Mr. De Jersey. May I begin by asking you to look again at the indictment? It's a very formal document, isn't it? Written in brief legal language. Perhaps, with your permission, I can help fill in the blanks. On the 15th of May last year at 6:30 in the morning, the defendant, Devinder Singh, rose at home. He packed his school bags, he went downstairs, he ate breakfast, he said goodbye to his family. But then, instead of heading for school, he went in the opposite direction. He went along High Street, reaching his local temple, a Sikh temple. And there he broke in. Was this for prayer? For quiet contemplation or devotional thought? No. The Crown contends it was all part of a long-conceived, premeditated plan. A plan to collect an antique sword, a £5 36-inch weapon which was kept in a cellar beneath the temple, a £5 sword which was shortly to become a murder weapon. With the sword concealed, the defendant exited the temple, taking care to lock the doors behind him. He went back along the street, apparently in a state of distress, as witnessed by the driver of a Union Dairies milk float. From there, he went onto Manning Heath, a large area of public heathland to the north. Once on the heath, he removed the sword from its concealed position. He reached a copse to the northwest of the heath, and there he lay in waiting. Why was he there? Why was he rushing so? The Crown suggests it was because he knew that at that time, every morning, the victim, John Mayer, would make his way to the school. Members of the jury, let me tell you about the victim, John Mayer. This was a 15-year-old boy, a kind, friendly, intelligent pupil who comes from a warm, tight-knit, loving family which enjoys great respect and popularity in the community. A popularity which the defendant, a known loner, almost certainly envied. Perhaps it was this deep-seated envy that inspired the sheer ferocity of the attack in the first place. The evidence of which, I regret, I am obliged in due course to expose you to. Repeated slashes to the neck, arms and shoulders. Deep cuts to the victim's hands and forearms. Bear witness to a brave resistance, but it was in vain. Finally, the defendant let the weapon drop, having first had the foresight to wipe the fingerprints clean, and then he fled the scene of the crime. He ran across the heath, seemingly impervious to the amount of witnesses to his behavior. He exited the west gate, rushing out towards the canals. He reached the canals and lost no time in removing his school uniform, a uniform which the Crown suggests carried the single most important evidence, the victim's blood. He changed into his sports clothes, which he brought with him, and threw the evidence into the canal. Disturbed by approaching people, he turned and fled in the opposite direction. He went to a hairdresser.
You sure?
Yeah. Instructing him to remove the hair he'd grown since birth. From there, he went to Waterloo Station, presumably with the intention of leaving the country, but it was too late. He had already attracted the attention of the police. You will hear and you will learn, members of the jury, how Devinder Singh planned this murder long in advance, right from the choice of weapon down to the disposal of the blood-stained school uniform. And you will hear evidence which confirms his unusually aggressive, violent nature. And when you have heard all this, I am certain that you will reach the only reasonable conclusion. It is the Crown's case that on the 15th of May last year, Devinder Singh cruelly, horrifically, and premeditatedly murdered his schoolmate John Mayer in cold blood. My lord, that concludes the opening for the prosecution.
2 o'clock, please.
Your boy did very well. He kept his head up. He paid attention. He did everything I asked of him.
Good start.
Yes, and it can't have been easy. Hearing the opening statement is often very difficult. It's only one version of events. It must have seemed like everything was against him.
Yes. It certainly seemed that way to me.
Well, not for long. In a few days, I start the case for the defense.
How's that going?
Very well. Now, obviously, we're focusing on the inadequate investigation by the police.
There's one lead in particular that we're following.
Yes, but it's not something we can talk about now. But our hopes are very high.
What do you make of the jury?
I don't know. What do you think?
We're thrilled.
Well, it's a real mixed bag. Women, men, young, old, black, white. A real jury. A real London jury, not a bunch of Daily Mail readers from Tunbridge Wells, right?
Right.
Right.
Jurors wishing to claim travel and other expenses should be advised that the cashier's office on level 2 is open each day between 9 and 3:30.
Do you mind if I join you? There's nowhere else. Cornish pasty. That's all I could find. What have you got?
Ham salad.
Oh, nice. You must have had the last one. Well, what do you think?
I beg your pardon?
The boy didn't do it.
It's day one of the trial. We barely got to lunchtime and you're already asking me for a verdict. Perhaps you didn't hear the judge when he asked us not to discuss it.
We have to talk about something, don't we?
Do we?
We're going to be stuck together for weeks.
Let's find another subject.
Mr. Peter Travers, please report to the clerk's office on level...
Who is the priest? The one I saw you with this morning.
His name is Father Gervais Bly. He is or was my supervisor at the seminary. It's where Catholic priests train.
I know.
You do?
I worked in one for years, up north. Domestic, you know, cooking and cleaning.
You're a Catholic?
And you're a priest.
No, Mrs. Beamish, I'm not a priest. Nor at this moment do I ever think I will be.
No, it's just for this afternoon, till I can find another childminder. One who doesn't have flu. Really? Okay. No, I'd need you before that anyway. Ruby, it's me. I need a favor.
All jurors are advised that court reconvenes at 2 o'clock.
Sorry. You okay?
Oh, yeah. Fine.
Here you go. I'll give you a hand. You know, I read once that how much you can tell about people from their shopping.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you see, looking at this stuff, you can see that health is important to you. You enjoy simple, unpretentious foods, careful with money. But you enjoy the good things in life. You have no pets. You have no kids. And you like to escape into a private world of dreams and fantasies.
Come on, we're going to be late.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
I forgot this.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, yeah.
OK, everyone, that's 2 o'clock. I suppose we better get back.
Mark? Mark Waters? No, wait. Wait, come back!
Yeah. Sorry.
I call Jan Mikkel Kukos.
I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I shall give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Please give the court your full name.
Jan Mikhail Kukos.
And your occupation, Mr. Kukos?
Milkman.
Oh, do speak up, please.
Milkman.
Thank you. Mr. Kukos, you've worked at Union Dairies for 16 years, that correct?
Yes.
You are by some margin their longest-serving milkman. No, last year you were their Employee of the Year.
Yes.
Mr. Kukas, were you in High Street at 7:35 a.m. on the 15th of May?
Yes, I was.
And while there, did you see someone?
Yes, I saw a young boy.
Was there anything you noticed about him?
Yes. He was walking in an unusual manner.
How?
Crouched over, his arm hunched as if he was hiding something.
We now know, Mr. Kukas, he was, in fact, concealing a sword. Is there anything else that might describe him, his state of mind, for example?
He was walking quickly.
And his expression? Could you describe his expression?
Well, he looked angry, distressed.
It wasn't until later that day that I heard what had happened. Someone with a sword, in that state of mind. Only then did I realize that I could have done something.
Thank you, Mr. Kukas.
Mr. Cording.
Thank you, my lord. Alas, Mr. Kukas, unlike you, I am not a fit man. You notice the grimace on my face as I get to my feet. Even the very act of getting to my feet leaves me short of breath. Or maybe it's not that. Maybe I'm not short of breath. Maybe I'm just a little asthmatic. Or maybe I've just had a routine operation on my stomach. Or perhaps because I have just stubbed my toe on a piece of uneven paving. My point is, Mr. Kukas, it is impossible to tell what my expression is, let alone its cause. And yet you seem quite certain that the defendant was distressed.
Well,
Could it not be that he was in a hurry and he was simply breathless? And even if he was distressed, is it possible to detect what he was distressed about?
No.
I'm sure you'll agree, Mr. Kukas, that a person in distress because they're unsure whether they are doing the right thing is a totally different proposition to someone distressed by murderous intent.
Well, I suppose I...
Thank you. No further questions.
10 o'clock tomorrow, please.
All rise!
Oi, murdering scum! Down! You bastard! Get down! Look out! God save me!
You call this justice? My brother's dead. Hello? I'm very surprised.
I thought I'd give it half an hour. If you came out in that time, fine. If not, I'd have to choose the wine myself.
Wine? Who for?
My parents, remember? They're coming to dinner.
Oh, no.
I know. I tried to put them off.
It's my first day. Now, instead of telling you all about it, I'll be counting the minutes until they leave.
Well, maybe this time it'll be different.
No, it'll never be different. Not till I stop being Jewish and he stops being a snob.
Move on, double yellow line.
Right, come on, we're in the way.
Joy!
Mummy.
Joy, what are you doing? Where's Gran?
Over there.
Are you crazy? She was playing in the street.
Relax. I was just getting a light.
Oh, what? So you can kill her as well as killing yourself? He's 20. Oh, that's all right. No, take it. It's better to do these things properly.
Right, well, is that it then?
She eats at 5.
It's been nice seeing you.
And you?
What you doing tomorrow?
Oh, we'll be fine. I'm sure the babysitter will be better.
What? I could do it if you like.
No, we'll be fine. Thanks.
Oh, right.
Grandma.
Bye.
Hello, yes. I'm looking for Isabel Fitzsimmons. F.I.T. She used to work for you. You don't? Really? Okay, thanks.
So, how was it?
Okay.
Okay. Is that it?
We're not allowed to talk about it.
Says who?
The judge. They were really strict about it.
Not even to your husband?
No.
Not even what the trial is? Like, not even a clue? I mean, what is it? Is it a fraud, a burglary?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No, nothing, Len.
Well, what are we supposed to talk about?
I don't know. I'm gonna go and watch telly.
What about the clearing up?
I cooked.
Rose, I've been working all day.
So have I.
I'm Johnny, and I'm an alcoholic. It's my first day out of rehab, and I've been summoned as a juror on a murder trial. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference.
The toilet's at the end of the corridor. You'll be sharing it with rooms 3 and 4. You said you wanted cheap. This is it. The cheapest I've got. Though personally, I wouldn't put my dog in it. I'll take it.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad.
Hi, boys.
How did it go?
Yeah, it's interesting. Very interesting.
There's some food under the grill.
Oh, great.
I made fish pie.
Lovely.
You all right?
Fine. Yeah. Fine.
Did Peter tell you he's serving as a juror at the moment?
A juror?
Marion, you shouldn't have said that.
You lucky so-and-so. What's the case?
I'm sorry, I can't discuss it.
Oh, come on, Peter.
No, they were quite clear about this, not to discuss it with anyone else.
But you can say it's a murder. Oh, how wonderful.
Marion?
A 16-year-old schoolboy murdered by his Sikh classmate. It made headlines at the time because he's a minor and a Sikh, and because he claims he's innocent.
Is he?
I don't know.
Oh, come on, you must have an instinct, one always does. The minute one meets anyone, one makes judgments.
Really, the judge was quite specific. But, certainly the evidence is against him. A number of witnesses saw him going there. And leaving.
Oh. Yeah.
Thank you, all of you. Look around me. I see a lot of good friends here tonight. Well, more than that. Family. I see a large, extended family. Oh, son. I can tell you there's one member of that family missing today. Son. I know some of you will have lost loved ones. You know the pain of grief. You'll notice many faces. So you'll know why I've thanked God 100 times that I kissed my boy goodbye before he left that morning. I told him that I loved him, just as I always tell these two lads here that I love them. Isn't that right, boys? Yeah. So, I'd like to say thank you to all of you for your kindness and your support. I hope I can repay that kindness in the future.
People everywhere are coming up to us. They want to help, Dad. They're waiting for the nod.
No. People are watching us like hawks. One sniff of trouble. They'll abandon the trial. We'll have to wait another 2 years to get justice.
So what you say?
Saying trust the process. Oh, come on. You was there today, you heard the evidence? There isn't a jury on earth wouldn't convict that scum. So, trust the process. And then when he's banged up inside, that's where we'll reach him.
What about the jurors? We'll lean on them.
You do nothing, you understand me? Nothing.
He's got soft. I can't wait that long.
Ha ha ha.